The following trailer is rated H for honest. In a world where video games are made to be streamed and let's played, experience the next half-assed horror game to take the internet by storm by giving adult men another thing to scream at like children for that sweet, sweet YouTube money. Tattletail. Travel back to the late 90s and relive the horror of being given really shitty Christmas gifts in yet another incredibly short indie game. With sinister, childlike environments, toys that are secretly murder machines, 5 nights worth of story, and non-stop jump scares in a horror experience that did the impossible. Makes Five Nights at Freddy's looked polished and original. Uncover a very specific terror that only really works if you had a Furby growing up and were traumatized by the movie Gremlins as you take on the role of a nameless child of absentee parents who just wants an early peek at their Christmas gifts, but instead unwraps 5 nights of madness as they're chased around their house by an unthreatening egg-shaped vacuum cleaner that murders you in some vague way if you get anywhere near it. This has to be the worst Christmas gift since actually buying someone Tattletail on Steam. Get ready to set the bar extremely low and still not meet it, as the initial charm of Tattletail's concept quickly wears off, and you still have to slog through the tedious fetching objectives, inconsistent AI, and tons of backtracking. Then struggle with the impossibly short flashlight battery, and constantly juggling Tattletail's needs like you're playing The Sims, until you get jump scared out of nowhere and discover the true terror of this game, having to do any of this shit a second time. Once you've gotten tired of Tattletail's gameplay, discover a backstory that barely makes sense and ends up in a satanic ritual for some reason. Then collect all the hidden eggs to unlock the true ending, where instead of getting murdered, you just get a Furby for Christmas. And man, that's almost worse. So grab Tattletail while it's still a hot fad, or better yet, watch it on YouTube. Because even if it is an hour-long trash fire, it's still fun to watch adults pretend to be scared by low-budget garbage. We are all terrible people. Starring, nothing worth mentioning. 5 Nights at Furby's. Wait, they're still making these things in 2017? Why? Who's still buying these nightmares for their children? You're all terrible parents.